So in my last video, I talked about picking up the broken pieces in my life, restoring areas of my life that I want peace in. So what does that look like? I want to start with talking about what brokenness means and feels like. Brokenness, it begins with the heart. Brokenness are the areas of our life that we battle with, areas that we feel crippled by, we're crippled in, and must really rely on God to truly overcome and find peace in those areas, whether it be we've experienced abuse in the past, whether we have a lack of trust, we have trust issues with anyone we have relationships with, whether it be depression, low self-esteem, whatever those areas that we feel hurt and pain in, areas of fear of rejection, fear of failure, all those things are areas of brokenness. And to really be able to overcome those areas, we really must rely on God. And for me, that is something that I absolutely believe 100%. So we must humble ourselves and acknowledge that what we're going through can be overcome through Him. He'll help us overcome our brokenness and receive the peace we desire. He'll give us the direction we need, the strength to forgive, and all the rest. So how do we begin to pick up the broken pieces that we seek to overcome through our brokenness? Let's talk about it. Hi everybody, it's Latonia here and my baby girl Kyra. We are here together because I just finished doing her hair. And there's Dora playing in the background because that's what I use as a distraction when I'm doing her hair. So I just finished and wanted to do a quick video before I got my day started on this journey I'm starting this year relating to picking up the broken pieces. Pieces as in peace. I want peace in my life. And at the close of 2012, I said I was leaving some things in the past that were areas of brokenness. And now I'm on a journey to bring in joy to overcome those areas of hurt that I had been feeling. Now, a lot of you know me as Latonia, you know, the business owner. I'm a mompreneur. And although I have that professional side, I also have this personal side. So as many of you may or may not know, I am heavily involved in my church. I love God. He is my everything. And getting through this area of brokenness in my life, it really takes building a better relationship with Him. And I'm really no different than anybody else. And for my husband and I, over the last few years, we have really struggled financially with our business. We work 100%. We are self-employed. So there's ups and downs. It's really unpredictable, you know, how we will be able to support ourselves month to month. But we're very flexible in what we can do, and that's why we love entrepreneurship. But over the last 2 years, it's been really rough. You saying hi to everybody? You saying hi?
Hi, goodbye.
So, in this process of picking up the broken pieces in my life, I've really been heavily involved with my church lately, more than any time in my life, because I'm really doing things that bring joy into my life, that really help me overcome the areas in my life that I had been experiencing hurt and pain. For a while, you know, there's been times in my life where I experienced depression, I've experienced fear of judgment, fear of failure, even in a business aspect. But the thing about me is I'm very optimistic, I'm very hopeful, I'm very positive, and I really do believe I can do anything. And I know I can because God said I can. I can do anything through Him. And that's the difference between me and other people. It's just the hope I have in the love of Jesus, because He has done some things for me that would have never been done within my own power. And with overcoming areas of brokenness, it really takes having a relationship with Him and relying on Him, humbling yourself and acknowledging Him as the way to get through your circumstance. So, for example, my husband and I, we've started a marriage ministry at our church, and for a couple of years we've wanted to do it. But because of fear of judgment about where the place we live, and we've only been married 5 years, so people may look at that and be like, well, what do they have to offer? All these different things that have played up in our mind as reasons why we are not capable of starting a marriage ministry has really stopped us from doing it. And with this being a new year, we decided at the end of last year that we were going to finally do this ministry. And I tell you, stepping out on faith like that and seeing how the ministry has grown has really brought about a feeling of confidence, a feeling of joy that had held me back in the past because of these areas of brokenness in my life. And I just feel like going into the new year, I'm going to continue doing more things that I held off on doing because of fear, because of being judged, because of fear of failure or being hurt again. So the area that you guys know I suffer in is this relationship I have with my mom. But this year, I'm letting all the things that happened in the past go, and I'm moving forward, and I'll be sharing with you some things I plan to do, because in honoring myself, it really involves getting over and overcoming the brokenness. So with my mom, I plan to begin writing letters with her. Well, writing letters about the way I feel our relationship has been, where I'd like just writing letters, whatever it is I want to say. I'm going to begin with that. Just writing letters to my mom. And the thing is, I'm going to just begin to write, because I am a huge journaler. I journal every day because it helps me get things that are on my mind off my mind. And I use vision casting maps, and I have a real technique to what I do to help me clarify my plans and clarify my prayers and the prayer requests and when things have gotten answered in my life. This is how I know God works in my life, because I really I really take note of these things, and I journal every single day so I can look back on my journals at the end of the year and be able to see how far I've come. So with my mom, I plan to write letters and depending on how I feel, I may or may not ever give them to her. It's really just for me to begin this healing process. And another way I seek to help build a relationship with my mom is through just having more family time. Just taking it one step at a time. No real expectation other than to open that door for communication. And right now, I'm gonna be honest, it's really hard. It's really hard. We had a family night, or I'm just gonna call it that, family. We just have family time. We just plan a time now where my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, my husband, and the little one here, we just get together, we watch a movie, we eat together, and just having that time is a whole lot better than anything we've ever done. We've never had family time like this. But when our schedules get so busy and hectic, you gotta plan in time like that to ensure time is being spent together. So over the last few months of doing it, it's been kind of awkward, but this last one we just had, I'm finally feeling like we're starting to open up. So this is great. This is great. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue on this path of just doing things that bring joy into my life. And each thing I do, I'm going to take note of and just pray about it. And pray that God opens up doors as I go.